The Israel and the Gaza side has now entered to an agreement that ensures the ceasefire between the two sides. As Republic continues to report from the ground zero for the past 49 days, as today is the 49th day of the war, and it is for the first time that we have witnessed that more than a couple of hours there has been a complete lull on the ground. The ceasefire has been agreed upon by both the sides after several rounds of negotiations that have taken place in the Qatar. There have been several visits by the Mossad director to the Qatar and also the senior functionaries of the government of the Israel led by Benjamin Netanyahu. What the sources say that this deal was broken with the active mediation of the United States, as the US has initiated the process of the mediation along with the Qatar, and the favorable results, as the experts say, that this is the most cheapest deal that the Israel side has cracked with the terrorists of Hamas in the last 3 to 4 decades of this conflict, because earlier we have seen that for just an exchange of a single soldier of the Israel Defense Forces, there were roughly thousands of the prisoners, those who were inside the jails, including some of the dreaded terrorists of Hamas, were to be released by the Israel last time. But now the things are completely different. It is the 1:3. One of the Israeli hostage will be released in exchange of three the Palestinians who are in the jails of Israel. That is one of the key terms of these negotiations. Apart from that, there will be a complete seizure of the air activity in the south of Gaza Strip. That means the Israel won't be able to carry out any airstrikes or the air surveillance on the areas. That is very important. In the north, there will be a seizure of air operations from 10 in the morning to 4 in the evening. That is a 6 hour lull in the air operations, and during that time only there will be the flow, that is the exchange of the hostages. 13 hostages on the very first day will be released by the Hamas side from the Rafah crossing right now where we are heading. That is on to the towards the side of south where this exchange of the prisoners will take place. However, the side of the Israel will be handing over the prisoners of the Hamas or the Palestinians later in the day. That is expected that it will happen late in the evening, probably 1600 hours as per the Greenwich Mean Time. Now coming to one more condition, that there will be a complete seizure of operations. That means that the IDF, they will hold the fort they are holding inside the Gaza Strip, but they won't be entering the area, the new areas that they need to carry out the operations. However, before the start of the operations, IDF has made it very sure that their forts are secure at least for 72 hours to 84 hours is the time that they expect that this ceasefire will go, and later it will extend depending upon the situation, and also the additional 10 hostages per day for the extension of the ceasefire. This is going to be really very important. The Qatar has said that it will be monitoring that both the sides abide by what they have claimed or they have agreed to. Today, it is expected that the flow of humanitarian assistance, this will go multifold, manifold at least. There will be the essential commodities, the supplies will take place. Also, the cooking gas that is will be entering the south of Gaza Strip, and also the fuel and the eatables, the medicines, everything will be entering the Gaza Strip. Now coming to the exchange of the hostages, the 13 hostages, the list of which has been shared with the Prime Minister's Office of Israel. That list has been duly verified by the intelligence agencies, and now with the help of Red Cross, the exchange of the hostages will be taking place. The hostages will be coming back, and here first responder will be the Israel Defense Forces who will be taking the hostages, and then the hostages will be taken to an unknown location where the 504 unit, which is the Israel Defense Force local intelligence unit, they will be questioning the hostages after their medical, then followed by the questioning by the Shin Bet and the Mossad, that are the internal and the external security agencies, the intelligence agencies of Israel, that will be carrying out their debriefing after their medical checkup, and then only they will be handed over to their families, and then there will be an official statement by the Prime Minister's Office of Israel that will confirm the name of the hostages that have been released. 13 remains to be number that is expected to be in all 4 days the initial temporary ceasefire that has been agreed upon. And also but since this time may also mean that there will be an attempt by the Hamas side to carry out a major escalation. For that, the Israel Defense Forces are also ready. And today morning, in the first 15 minutes of the ceasefire, there was an attempt to launch a barrage of rockets into the south of Israel that was thwarted by the Iron Dome system, and there was a retaliation to it also. The Israel side, the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, has also made it very firm that this is not the end of the war. This is a temporary ceasefire to ensure that those precious lives that are still in the captivity of Hamas, they be released at an earliest, and then there will be a full-fledged war that they will be taking on. The senior leadership of Hamas remains to be on target of the Israel Defense Forces, and then a complete wipeout of the Hamas as we proceed on the war. For Republic Digital, it's Gursimran Singh from the Rafah crossing.